Hello, this is Chandler with Bull Ridge Plumbing. We are at 106 East 2nd Avenue doing a dirty movie down in the laundry room. I first tried to access this sewer from the roof. I was able to come down the vent stack, but then I got into something that was dirty, so I'm not sure what that was about, but I just couldn't get past it. And so that's when I knew I had seen a clean out here that was a little bit more difficult to get to in the laundry room next to the toilet. So I came down here to get that. We're currently looking at the city sewage line at about 89 feet. I'm going to start coming back, show you what we see here. Right there is our tap where it dumps in. Right there on the right hand side, we've got some root growth. You know, this is a clay system. Those kind of things are very typical. We see that a lot in the clay system, especially in a house this age. It's probably going to require some maintenance to try to keep those at bay. Come back kind of slow here. See your joints, there's a little root hanging from that joint. That one looks a little better. A little step down there, so the solids are flowing. See if I can get up close to that. Right there. As solids are flowing down, they're going to hit that little bump there. Definitely slows things down. Is always a place of concern. This one is very minor and also typical of the clay system this age. Right here we've got a clean out that was put in. The owners had told me that there's a two-way clean out that they put in outside the fence outside. So you could access this to the street as well as backwards to the house if there was any drainage problems. Once again, looks very typical of a clay system. Little bump there, kind of a small pool of water. Really nothing that concerns me too much. This all looks pretty typical. Looks good. No place. There's a little bit of water in the bottom there, but it's very slight. It tells me everything is draining towards the city from here. There's some small debris there on the right hand side. Very typical. Probably a flush of the toilet would take that down. Here we're getting into a little bit bigger of a pool of water. Anytime we see water like this is a place of concern. This slows the flow of solids. You can see I just dropped below it there. It tells me that water right there is probably about an inch, inch and a half, maybe 2 inches deep. It's hard to tell once I go under the water, but I'm right at the top of my camera head there, so it's about an inch to inch and a half deep right there. You know, we're going to slow the flow there, so it's always a possibility. And we've got a big root growth right there that's coming through. So that would also slow things down. That is not in the flow line right now. So my main concern there is just that small pool of water. Coming back, next joint, another big root growth there. Can easily be remedied. Another root growth on that next one. And a little pool of water. This one not as deep as the other one. Another root growth on that joint. Small root growth on the next. Made a hard turn right there, 10 feet, and we're coming up fairly steep. You can look at my little counter there in the left-hand corner. It says it's on a 52 degree, coming up pretty steep right there. Coming up, and now we're inside the house and coming out of the clean out that I accessed here in the laundry room. Let me clean my head off. There's our clean out where we accessed. Here's that clean out. Here's the toilet next to the toilet that's up on the stairs here in the laundry room. Give you a little look around. Okay, so for the most part, looks like pretty typical clay system. We have got some newer pipe in the house here, but outside is still the original piping. And it does have some root growth and some small bellies in it. Nothing too concerning, but as always, when we see those bellies, it's always a place that solids can slow down and catch, build up, and possibly have a problem. This system is very slight. I don't foresee any problems with it as long as we can keep the root growth at bay. So it's definitely going to require some maintenance. Other than that, we'll take it back to the office and look at it on a big screen, make our recommendations on paper, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching my movie. Hope you enjoyed.